Hey everyone, this is Kirk here again at OptionAlpha.com going over the trades that we made here today. And there was no opening trades that we made. The market just didn't seem like it had anything available for us. But we did make two closing orders that I want to go over here tonight. And you'll notice on my screen, this is the new setup that we have here for the membership side as far as trade alerts. We will only be posting the trade alerts once per day. Typically at the end of the day we'll post them and they'll carry over through tonight into tomorrow in the afternoon as well. But this is just for those people who can't get trading alerts because they're overseas or their phone just doesn't get the trading alerts that we're sending out. 99% of you can get the trading alerts, but this is a great way to come back here in here and check and just make sure what positions we have put on the previous day, both opening orders and closing and adjusting orders. So you see here today, I've already updated it. We have no new orders that we opened, but we did have two positions that we closed out of. With the market starting to move a little bit lower today, we had some opportunity here to take advantage of taking off some vertical spreads that we put on primarily in Pfizer, PFE, and then in Exxon, XOM. Now, I'll go through both of these trade alerts as far as the price that we entered the trade, but then I want to get over to the charts and show you just why we exited the trade in the first place. Now remember, in the beginning, these trades are just 50-50 bets, right? So we're just trying to take advantage of just a little bit of the market being overbought a little bit, and try to trade some of these stocks a little bit lower. And as soon as they start to make a move one way or the other, we're going to have an opportunity to take a profit off the table. And that's exactly what we did here. So let's get over and look at both Exxon and Pfizer. So right here with Exxon, you can see that we actually bought this vertical put back here on November 18th, and we bought the put for $422. So you can see both here, $422, and over here that we bought it for $422. And we sold this put for a little over $6. So it was a really nice trade for just a one lot spread. It was a very wide spread. It was the 100 puts and the 90 puts that we were trading. So overall, we were making about 475 for 422 in risk. And so with that, we thought, you know what, a pretty good profit is about $200 or so. So we took that trade off. Now with Pfizer we actually put on probably at the end of last week, right around Thanksgiving or so, and we actually bought a vertical spread in here. It was a little bit wider as well, not as wide as Exxon, but we bought the vertical spread, the 33, 31 puts for 105. So you can see it's a two-point wide spread. And so by buying it at a debit price of 105, that's basically the midpoint of the spread, very close to it. So our risk was that we were going to lose $105, and at the most we were going to gain about $95. So that's our risk reward on the trade. Again, it's about a 50-50 bet. Pfizer was trading right kind of in between that range around 32. So again, you can see here today that we took this trade off early. Pfizer obviously made a nice move lower, and we sold it for 140. So again, not a huge move in the stock, not a huge move in the premiums, but we'll take a 35-cent profit on four different spreads that we're trading and just take that money to the bank. Again, it's a 50-50 bet, so when we see a profit like that, we want to take money off the table. All right, so let's get into ExxonMobil and Pfizer just so you guys can see the charts as well, and maybe this will help give you guys an idea of where this thing had moved. So Exxon, again, we entered kind of around this point here when Exxon, we entered it actually at the high peak that it had traded back on the 18th. And again, all we did was enter a very wide put spread to kind of bracket the market on both sides. And since Exxon had traveled down so much, we took advantage of that by closing here at the open on the day. So we actually made this entry trade very early in the day and took a lot of profit off the table before it actually kind of turned around on us. Exxon actually started to go up at the end of the day. And then PFE, not PFR. Keep doing it. PFE Pfizer, same thing here. Pfizer, we just made a nice trade in. We entered this trade a couple days ago on the 27th, 28th. And since then, you can see it's just had a really, really tough time getting started. It's currently down about 2% on the day, and you can see it's a nice big move lower. So could we obviously keep this trade on? Of course, we could have kept the trade on all the way through December if we wanted to, but at this point, we saw a nice good profit in a short amount of time, and that's why we took the trade off. A nice profit, short amount of time for us to see that profit, And on a 50-50 bet, we want to take these winning trades off and not let it turn back into a loser if Pfizer does happen to turn around between now and December expiration. So that goes over most of the trades that we made today. Just generally speaking, the markets had a nice recovery today on the S&P, both the RUT, the NASDAQ, everything kind of recovered here at the end of the day, which was nice to see. We still, I think, are pretty overbought as far as price movement. I think we could see some more downward pressure. I think that some of the big names like Tesla, they had a great day today. Tesla had an interesting day, but still not at a price point that we want to trade Tesla just yet. So we'll keep an eye out for this one. Implied volatility is starting to get a little bit higher, and today's move obviously helped. If we start to see Tesla move up into the 50, 60 percentile up here in the top left corner, then we will definitely start to enter some trades in Tesla as far as some strangles and straddles. Until then, hope you guys enjoy these new videos, and happy trading.